Is it weird to welcome death faster than you welcome a life that was placed right in front of you and handpicked just right? Down to a T, down to me, right down to what I wanna be. I could foresee my conscious mind being asleep, sell my own soul to get a degree and buy a flat screen TV. Nah man, that ain't me. I've always been the type to go astray in church while everyone else read scriptures. I sit with my legs open drawing pictures. May the force be with you. Contradictions never been my taste. Milk and honey never faze me. I'd rather have the good herb, some good words, and not a chicken head but a good bird, a white dove, not a vulture. Someone invested in mind, body, spirit, and culture, owning up to mistakes when they falter. Someone flawless and honest, timeless and classic, like a vinyl. When our lips meet, it's viral. Nothing's final, but when it all fades to black, I want to leave a footprint, a blueprint that sparks a voyage through streets from Harlem to Thailand. It's a nuisance that we martyr our own children in this cyclic existence and be a corporate executive or work in the kitchen. But if we listen to our own hearts instead of forcing people down a path into bedlam from all this mental math, this mental wrath boiling over like someone used a volcanic lava to make a bubble bath. Shower me inside the riches of my nature, my dark skin, my kinky hair, my wits, and my pen and paper. That's my foundation. As for the future, I entail that I won't be a statistic popping out babies so they end up in jail. I will incite an intellectual dynasty, kings and queens upon kings and queens, passing down their own mindsets and hopes and dreams. Wisdom and truth will only complement the love we share instead of drawing fear in our hearts from the man upstairs. It's just how we've entered a war where your mind is a shield and your tongue is a sword. Your fortress is rhythm, the pitter-pats on the street, and the boom bap in our hearts is for the people we meet instead of boom bap after we murder and run from the police. Cause from a trauma like that, you'll never see the relief, and I'll be sitting on the edge of my seat waiting for humanity to be at peace. There's like speaking here. It's kind of just
so tell me now, this is something that you wrote?
It's something I wrote.
Music together.
Hey, sing your part so I want him to hear your voice.
I am trapped inside my mind, and I'm running out of time to get away. Eating through my flesh and bones is this feeling that I'm alone, and it's pushing me to give up the fight. I am praying for rebirth from what binds me to this earth. I would gladly trade it for my tears. Life is encased in a lie that fucks you slow and leaves you high and dry. Oh why, oh why? What are these feelings dancing up and down my spine? They calm me like wine but relieve me like sublime. Sublime. Fornicating with my misshapen spirit. It moans but only the gods can hear it, and only the living can fear it. Yeah, they fear it. Sunbeams down upon me. I'm lotus, my petals spread. I'm chloroplast fed. The brain matter is deep that I plant in your head. Life is climaxing, when it falls you're dead. Life is climaxing, when it falls you're dead. Life is climaxing, when it falls you're dead. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead.
Love your voice there, that's great.
Thank
so
you.
let me ask you a question. What inspires you as a singer? Are you considered a rapper or a singer? Because I get always confused with that
I
sort of
consider
stuff.
myself
I'm an
an
old-timer,
artist.
right?
I don't limit myself to one.
Right. And are you a trained vocalist?
I am a trained vocalist.
Who trained you?
I've been trained at S.T.A.R.S since I was technically in kindergarten. I was at Shield for primary, and then I went over to S.T.A.R.S from 4th grade. I'm now a senior this year. I've been trained by Lori Wyatt, Rick Hand, and that's about it. Erwin Stuckey has been a big mentor to also.
What's that guy's name that I used to represent now? I can't remember him. Shit, I can't remember his name. Anyway, so what do you want to do in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, well, this year, this coming, after the summer, the next year, I'm taking a gap year, and I'm gonna try to save as much money as I can because I'm moving to California to be in the Young Americans College of Performing Arts. They accepted my deference.
Okay. Meanwhile, do as much work as you can. You can never go wrong with theater. I don't know how many of you.
I was a drama major until like.
I'm huge with theater. I mean, I would say 9 out of the 10 best actors in the world today are all classically and theatrically trained. I don't care what anyone, and that always could be debatable, but beside the point. I know you're all very talented. I know I've heard you sing. Of course, I just heard you sing. I think it's to make a goal of what you do. If you choose this to be your career, it's a tough gig. It's a tough gig. There's no doubt. You know, finding a good agent, finding a good manager, there's going to be a lot of scumbags out there trying to do this, trying to do that, trying to do this all over the place. But just understand, you can't go wrong with a guided path of knowledge. I think the more work that you can do, the better it is. Getting yourself involved in a different aspect of the entertainment business is looking into doing more theatrical productions, doing more independent films that are good. You're getting involved with commercial television, trying your hand at auditioning for films. That's where I come in. I'm more than happy to create the opportunity for you guys, but let me tell you, you're competing with some of the finest actors and actresses in this region. That's what you're doing. So it makes you want to pull your socks up. You got to be your best behavior, do the right thing, and it's work. It's all work. You're not playing with kids anymore.
The agent, and as an agent, we will guide you too.
And that's what we do.
Tell you what you need to do in order to appease the client, what they are looking for.
Right, and you may be competing with up to 15 different agencies within the region. Some are out of Juilliard, some are out of Carnegie Mellon, some out in New York City, Chicago. This Midwest has some very, very talented people. You know, they say you go to 20 auditions, if you land 2 jobs in this town just alone, you're doing well. 20 auditions, land 2 gigs, you're doing well. Those are the statistics. But these are paid gigs and you're competing with some talent. Not singing, not rapping, you're acting in front of a camera. You got a script, you stick by it. And you got to know what you're doing. It's very simple. Give you a shot. 2 of you, how old are you?
I'm 17.
Yeah, you can come too. It's for guys. I can send you the script. Should I just send it to you, Chris, and you pass it on to them?
Yeah, that'd be fine. Ironically, you just called today, and she just happened to be here today, but this was the one I was telling you about. I was saying the young lady, I was saying she does everything. Well, he does everything. All of them pretty much do everything.
Trained with David Roth and Gina Cleese all over at SCPA and Joe Caesar when he was there. I don't really know what he's done like locally though, or any of them.
We actually are bringing in some kids from SCPA on Thursday for a voiceover.
Okay, sweet.
For a film trailer, I think it is. They're only 8 and 10 and 11-year-olds that we're bringing in. So
cool.
But unfortunately, I don't have anything for young females right now. The only ones I have is for a major motion picture, but that's a little different story.
Right.
It's called Let It Snow. It's a CBS film coming out next Christmas.
Strong improv.
A lot of improv.
I love improv.
I'm more than happy to give you guys the opportunity. I have no qualms. It's not going to cost you a dime to come in and read for me. But I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I will tell that. I'll tell you, I'm not going to BS you. I'm not going to blow smoke up your butts or anything like that. And if it's no good, I'm not sending it to my clients.
Right.
This industry is based on respect and reputation. And if it's not cool, I'm not sending it. I know my clients. I know my business. I want you to work. If you don't work, I don't make a living. Not cool. She drinks and eats a lot, so I gotta feed her all the time. But you know, plus I just bought a new car. Did I tell you about that?
You did.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. But anyway, I'm more than happy. Chris has been in my office. The guys will get. I don't know. Can we send him the? Can we send Chris the resume, the thing now off your phone?
Sure.
We'll
My mom just